Hello everyone, this is Jack. Well, in this video, I'm going to share a really neat trick to keep veggies fresh in mason jars filled in water in fridge and everything that you can do with them. So let's get started.
Let's first start with carrots. First peel the carrots, cut the ends of the carrots and then wash the carrots thoroughly. Cut the carrots to a desired size and then add them to the mason jar. Fill the mason jar with water and close the lid.
You can eat fresh cut carrots and also drink carrot flavored water as well.
Do the same with potatoes. Now if you cut a big potato and you don't use the whole potato and you leave the rest of the potato on a kitchen counter or in a refrigerator, it'll go black in no time. However, if you peel and cut the potato and add them to mason jar and fill the mason jar with water and close the jar and keep that in the fridge, it will remain fresh for up to 5 days. Next, take a full onion, cut the ends of the onion and then cut the onion in half and then peel the onion. Wash the onion thoroughly and slice the onion into desired pieces. Add the sliced onions to a mason jar and then fill the jar with water and close the lid.
Now if you keep onions in jars in water in fridge like this, never eat fresh onions from this. Always cook your onions because there's always a chance of any bacterial growth with onions in fridge. So always cook these onions before eating. Now you wouldn't eat raw potatoes, so I don't have to say the same about potatoes that I said about onions. However, you can use the water from potatoes, onions and carrots as vegetable broth in your soups as well.
Do the same with the cucumber. First cut the ends of the cucumber and then peel the cucumber. Cut the cucumber into desired pieces and then add the cucumber pieces to a glass mason jar and fill the jar with water. Close the jar with a lid. Next, celery sticks. If you keep the celery sticks in plastic bags like this, they will go bad quickly. Take the celery sticks out of the plastic bag and then wash them thoroughly. Cut the celery sticks to desired pieces, add them to a mason jar and then fill the mason jar with water and close the lid.
From these jars you can eat fresh cucumber, fresh celery and also drink cucumber and celery flavored water as well.
Now ginger is very painstaking to clean, peel and cut. You can do the same with ginger by adding peel and cut pieces of ginger to a glass mason jar and filling the jar with water and close the jar. You can use these ginger skins in your soup or in your tea since they're already washed.
Now ginger will remain fresh on your counter or even in a fridge for a really long time. However, it's a lot of work to clean ginger off and actually use the pieces of ginger or crushed ginger when you actually need it. That's when pre-prepared ginger like this comes in handy, and I always add a lot more water than ginger. You know why? Because I can use this water in my tea, in my green tea, also in my milk tea as well, and it tastes absolutely amazing.
You can then place all of these jars in your fridge and you can use the vegetables from these as you like it for up to 5 days.
This way you can cut your vegetables to a desired size and you can keep them in your refrigerator and they will remain fresh for up to 5 to 7 days. This way, when you're in time crunch or you're running low on time, you can grab these vegetables from your fridge and they will be absolutely fresh. And you can cook with them and prepare your meal in no time. So it's been 5 days. Let's check the veggies. So here I have the carrot from the jar. It's nice and cold and fresh and it seems really crunchy. Really nice crunch to it. It's like the first day I cut it. That's how it's like. It's so fresh. Very tasty. Well, also, let me pour this cucumber water in a cup and try it out. So fresh. Oh, really nice way to drink water. So much flavor of cucumber in there. Really nice. Well, I'm also going to add some of this ginger water in there too and give it a shot as well. Now that I've added a little bit of ginger water in there, let me give it a shot. A really mild kick of ginger to the cucumber water. It actually brings it to another dimension, which is really good. It's very good and refreshing in summers. Next, let me try these cucumbers and see how they are like as well. So, I'm going to grab one. Looks really fresh as well. Really nice crunch. So fresh. A little bit more watery than the actual cucumber, the fresh cucumber, because it's been in water, but it's really fresh and very good eating. But let's see how the rest of the vegetables are like. You put the potatoes. Now usually potatoes would turn brown if you keep them, at least even for a day, if you keep them in the fridge or on the counter. Look at these potatoes. They're fresh and they're absolutely crunchy.
The celery looks real good too. Well, look at the stick of celery. Just like you cut it fresh. It stays so good in the fridge and the jars. Let's look at the onions. Well, check them out. These onions look really fresh and a really good way to store them. And this way, the onions will not create this onion smell in your fridge either.
This is a really good way to keep onions and potatoes fresh for a really long time. Now, I wouldn't go over 5 days. You probably could, but 5 days is the maximum that I usually keep them. Now, these onions, you can actually store them in water to cut down the bitterness from the onion as well. And you can take them out and cook them. Never eat these onions raw. Potatoes, you always have to cook them. So they're ready to cook and eat. You can use the water from your potatoes to add to your soup as well. They make really good vegetable broth. And the water from onions gives classical onion flavor in the soup as well. You can also add the carrot water in your soup for some carrot flavor too. You can do the same with celery water as well. You can always add celery, onion, potatoes, and carrot in your soup, or you can saute them as well. And it takes no time since they're already cut and ready to use. I usually start my tea with some ginger water, and I also add some fresh ginger in there too. Well, this ginger water is my favorite, and I use this a lot. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you can keep all of these vegetables fresh and ready to use in your fridge, and I'll see you in another video.